Excellencies, it is my pleasure to join this international conference on peace and trust policy, basis of international security, stability, and development. I commend the government of Turkmenistan for this initiative as part of the activities to mark 2021 as the International Year of Peace and Trust, as declared by the United Nations General Assembly Resolution 73/338. I welcome these efforts, which are intended to promote peace and trust among nations through political dialogue, mutual understanding, and cooperation. As we do so, let us acknowledge that the world continues to face various threats to peace and security, including war and conflict, the proliferation of nuclear weapons and other weapons of mass destruction, cyber threats, and terrorism. These challenges are further amplified by the climate crisis and by the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Given these multiple challenges, we must remain proactive in our efforts to build peace and trust among nations. And as we do so, we must remain aware of the interlinkages between these challenges, starkly illustrated by how the COVID-19 pandemic has had serious implications across every socio-economic sphere. Indeed, the 2030 Agenda has long recognized that holistically meeting our sustainable development goals will complement our ability to usher in a lasting peace. That is why we must opt for a comprehensive approach to peace, an approach that enlists all stakeholders, including governments, civil society organizations, and communities. That approach should consider the security, human rights, and development priorities of the entire membership, and it should empower all voices, especially women and youth. These efforts must be assisted by the international community at the global, regional, and sub-regional levels. To avert further conflicts, we must not merely address them as they arise, but pursue preventive diplomacy and invest in peace building. Peace building complements ongoing work to build up socio-political institutions and governance frameworks, strengthening their ability to uphold peace of their own accord. I note that the COVID-19 pandemic has put in jeopardy our ability to ensure regular and sufficient peace-building financing. In this light, I will convene a high-level meeting of the General Assembly to advance, explore, and consider options for predictable, sustainable, and adequate peace-building financing. Excellencies, let us acknowledge that as long as COVID-19 pandemic persists, resources that could otherwise be spent on strengthening global peace will continue to be diverted. It will also further contribute to a global trust deficit as marginalized communities continue to be disproportionately affected and glaring disparities in vaccine access remain. To address this, my very first priority in the new year will be a high-level meeting on galvanizing momentum for universal vaccination on 13th January 2022. This event will aim to mobilize momentum to vaccinate everyone, everywhere. I count on your support to achieve this goal. Once the pandemic is behind us, we can focus our attention where it belongs, on the future, on recovering better, on addressing the causes of international strife and mistrust, on securing a lasting peace. As we commemorate 2021 as the year of peace and trust, and as we strive to leave behind this pandemic, let us look to the future. Let us commit to a world without conflict. Let us commit to a peace that empowers all communities, leaves no one behind, and is built on a foundation of justice, equality, and prosperity for all. I wish you all a very productive conference. Thank you.